The movie begins with a legend from the past, a time when the world was protected by an elite superhero group known as Team Zenith, led by the fastest man alive, Captain Zoom. Alongside him fought his own brother, Connor, also known as Concussion, and together they were unstoppable. Governments trusted them, civilians admired them, and comic books later turned their real battles into heroic myths. To make these heroes even stronger, the government made a dangerous decision: to amplify their abilities using an experimental energy known as gamma-13 radiation, a choice that would change everything forever. At first, the experiment seemed like a success. Zoom became faster, stronger, and nearly unstoppable, and the rest of the team evolved beyond human limits. But Connor wasn't satisfied. The power went to his head, twisting his sense of justice into arrogance and rage. He betrayed his own team, turning his powers against them in a catastrophic battle that left Team Zenith destroyed. Zoom survived, but at a terrible cost. His powers were gone, his brother was presumed dead, and the greatest superhero on Earth vanished from history, broken and forgotten. Years later, strange readings ripple through space and time, triggering alarms deep inside a classified government facility. Scientists detect a pan-dimensional anomaly, something powerful and alive moving toward Earth. Dr. Grant delivers the terrifying truth to military leaders. Concussion is still alive, and he's coming back. With only days before impact, General Larrabee orders the immediate reactivation of Project Zenith, desperate to build a new team that can stop a threat no ordinary weapon can handle. The problem is simple and terrifying. There is only one man alive who knows how to train heroes. That man is no longer Captain Zoom. He now lives as Jack Shepard, a bitter mechanic running a small machine shop in Long Beach, hiding from the past he lost. His quiet life is interrupted when he meets Marcia Holloway, a charming woman who seems genuinely interested in him. But the encounter is a setup. Moments later, government agents appear, revealing Marcia is actually a psychologist working for the project, and Jack is the real target. Jack refuses outright. He wants nothing to do with heroes, governments, or secret programs ever again. But refusal isn't an option. Dr. Grant tranquilizes him on the spot, and Jack wakes up inside the legendary Area 51, surrounded by memories he tried to bury. Still angry and determined to leave, Jack only changes his mind when the government offers him $500,000 to train the next generation. Reluctantly and for the money, he agrees, but his heart is nowhere near the mission. As Jack settles into the facility, the movie introduces the young candidates who may become the new Zenith team. First is Cindy Collins, a 6-year-old girl with unimaginable super strength who can lift tons but struggles to control her emotions. Next is Summer Jones, a bullied teenager who has just discovered telekinetic powers and dreams of finally standing up for herself. Then there's Dylan West, a popular high school student who suddenly realizes he can turn invisible at will. Finally, Tucker Williams, a shy boy whose body can inflate into massive proportions, granting him immense physical power. The early evaluations are a disaster. Jack mocks useless powers, dismisses the kids, and makes it clear he doesn't care if they succeed or fail. Most candidates are sent home after embarrassing demonstrations, leaving only the 4 misfits behind. When Jack finally meets them as their instructor, he gives a brutally honest speech, warning that joining Project Zenith ruined his life and that being a hero comes with pain, loss, and regret. The kids are confused, disappointed, and unsure if they can trust him. Marcia tries to balance Jack's harsh approach by explaining that modern science can unlock powers safely without gamma radiation. She reveals that the old Zenith team's exploits became comic book legends, and that Jack himself inspired an entire generation of heroes. But Jack rejects the myth, insisting those stories are lies created to hide government mistakes. His bitterness crushes Marcia, who grew up idolizing Captain Zoom and believing in everything he stood for. Training officially begins, and chaos follows immediately. Cindy's strength shocks everyone when she lifts 5 tons with ease, but Jack insults her for wearing a princess dress, causing her to hurl a massive steel block in rage. Summer practices telekinesis using candy, while Dylan abuses his invisibility to avoid responsibility altogether. Tucker refuses to train at all until Jack insults him, triggering an explosive transformation that slams Jack through reinforced glass. Behind the scenes, Jack suspects the government is hiding something. His mistrust grows when he overhears conversations about an imminent threat, yet no one tells him the truth. Meanwhile, the kids grow closer to each other, bonding over shared fear and confusion. Jack, however, continues treating training like a joke, even taking them outside to play baseball, completely ignoring the danger looming over Earth. The tone shifts when Jack takes the kids to visit Mr. Pibb, the old robot assistant from the original Zenith team. With Pibb's help, Jack sneaks them into the hangar housing a reconstructed alien flying saucer. What starts as reckless fun quickly turns into a viral panic when civilians report seeing UFOs in the sky. Marcia is furious, realizing Jack's irresponsibility could shut down the entire program. That night, something changes. Cindy, terrified by nightmares, sneaks into Jack's room and sleeps beside him, reminding him of the innocence he's been ignoring. Slowly, Jack begins to soften. During simulator training, the kids fail repeatedly, but Jack notices real growth. Against his own instincts, he decides to train them seriously, not as weapons, but as people. Their powers start to evolve naturally without radiation. Tension explodes when the kids break into the simulator control room and accidentally unleash environmental disasters, storms, lightning, tornadoes, and even a skunk attack, nearly killing Dr. Grant. At the same time, Jack finally opens up to Dylan, explaining the truth about Gamma-13. He reveals that radiation destroyed Connor, turned him evil, and left Jack powerless. He swears he will never let these kids suffer the same fate. During this private training, Dylan discovers a new ability, mental projection, allowing him to see events happening miles away. Through this power, he learns the truth. Team Zenith didn't retire. They died fighting concussion. Jack was the only survivor. With only 2 days left before concussion's arrival, Jack intensifies training, and for the first time, the kids believe they can actually be heroes. If you suddenly discovered your powers were being suppressed your whole life, and the world depended on you mastering them in just 2 days, what would you do? Run away or rise up? Tell me in the comments. As the kids train harder, General Larrabee reveals his real plan. He intends to use gamma radiation on the children, boosting their powers regardless of the consequences. Jack is furious. He knows exactly what radiation does to heroes. Grant proposes an alternative. Use the kids as a distraction while deploying a sonic net to trap concussion, then use Zoom's speed to reverse the gamma damage. The problem is simple. Zoom no longer has his powers. That night, the group celebrates their progress with a small party. Bonds deepen. Dylan gives Summer a handmade necklace, and Jack shares a quiet moment dancing with Marcia. But the peace is shattered when Larrabee storms in, ending the celebration and ordering preparations for the radiation procedure. Jack realizes time has run out. At dawn, Jack wakes the kids and leads them through a secret passage. Dylan uses his mental powers to spy on the control room and confirms the worst. Concussion is alive and approaching Earth. Jack confronts Larrabee but is arrested instead. The kids are betrayed and heartbroken when Marcia appears to escort them to the radiation chamber until she reveals her own hidden powers and frees Jack. Reunited, the team races to the hangar. With Pib's help, they escape in the flying saucer as alarms blare behind them. This time, Summer pilots the ship flawlessly. They arrive at the dimensional portal just as Concussion emerges, warped, furious, and barely recognizable as Jack's brother. Jack steps forward alone, trying to reason with Connor, but it's too late. Concussion attacks mercilessly, mocking Jack's lost powers and preparing to kill him. The sonic net is fired, but deflected. When Cindy is nearly killed, something incredible happens. Jack's powers surge back to life. Captain Zoom returns. With his speed restored, Jack saves Cindy and dons his long-unused superhero suit. The final battle erupts as the kids fight together for the first time. Dylan lands powerful blows, Summer hurls massive debris, Tucker smashes Concussion with his expanded body, and Cindy delivers crushing strikes with pure strength. Zoom creates a massive vortex, trapping Concussion and reversing the effects of gamma radiation. The energy purges Connor's corruption, restoring his mind. For the first time in years, the brothers face each other not as enemies, but as family. Jack forgives him, ending the cycle of pain that destroyed Team Zenith. 3 months later, life moves forward. Cindy stars in a school play, using her strength with kindness. Tucker becomes a sports hero. Summer gains confidence and leadership. Dylan embraces who he truly is. Though their lives appear normal, they are always ready because heroes are never truly off duty. This becomes the story of how Captain Zoom reclaimed his purpose. And sometimes, saving the planet starts with believing in yourself, even when the world doesn't. If you enjoyed this epic superhero movie recap, smash the like button, subscribe to great animation recaps, turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload, drop your thoughts in the comments, and keep watching for more powerful movie stories just like this.